Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Skip that. We're going to get right to it. I'm Monk.
I'm Sleek.
I like her.
I don't like him today.
Today. Okay?
Well, for the past 2-3 days.
For the past 2-3 days.
Since Saturday.
She ain't like me.
At 12 noon.
Dang, you got a time on? You stepped? That's when. Oh, right. Since 12 noon.
On Saturday.
Saturday. That's when she stopped liking me. All right? But we worked through it. And we back.
Who back?
We not back?
You back?
I thought we've been talking since Saturday.
Just because we've been talking.
But we've been talking on the good terms. Like we just had a
Did
dialogue.
I not just get you a dog out?
We just had. I'm gonna talk about the dog. We just had dialogue every day.
We did.
And we just had one on both our lunch breaks.
We did.
So we still.
That means we back.
See, we be having different definitions of back. Because once we talk, we back.
That's according to you. Y'all men think, once we talk about it once, I said I was sorry. That's it. You ain't gotta keep bringing it up. Either you gonna forgive me or you forget it.
Jesus forgives. However,
I don't.
And that's the problem. We're supposed to be more like Jesus, less like Renee. Like I said, we had one conversation.
Not more like Jesus, less like Renee.
But we had 3 conversations. Not just one.
Not another episode of my government name.
Because this was.
You know what? At this point, it's Unc and Renee.
This was okay. This wasn't a Sweet issue because Sweets don't act like this.
I thought Sweets was the rider.
This was the Renee issue because that's my wife. I gotta talk to her.
Okay.
Renee, get your shit together. All right. Now, my dog Chanel. Y'all know her. Y'all seen her. Y'all love her. Y'all like her.
Wait, your dog Chanel?
You bought it for me. Anytime she bad, she mine. Just like the kids. Men, when your wife or your significant other say them your kid, that mean they've been acting up not to her liking, so she put them on. But she only yours. They only y'all's when they do something good. Like when they shine in school, when they get, my babies, don't fall for the tricks. Like I said, my dog that you got me almost a year ago, almost your birthday, Chanel. She been without a doghouse this whole time. All right, she got a nice bed. Sweet say she need to get another one. I'm in agreement, so I'm not fighting. She got her own little dog bed, and sometimes she sleep in the bed with the boys because they want to have in the room so she's not out here by herself. Because Sweet's banned her from my room for a while. She ain't had a doghouse this whole time. Now me and Sweets get into it, and metaphorically, she gets the doghouse, and it's triggered that I'm in the doghouse. So she's sending little signals out here with this doghouse. This just ain't no regular doghouse. This ain't just for Chanel. She's sending.
It is big enough you can get in there.
She's sending signals since we've been tofuing this weekend that I'm also in the doghouse with the dog. But what she don't know, I like sleeping in the grass. All right, Sweets, I got a topic for you today. You ready?
Oh, not you got a topic.
I do. I usually don't. Since I listened to a podcast earlier. And it was talking about this issue.
It may not been Joe Budden.
It was talking about this issue. And they was going over phone etiquette. And it brought me back to a time where we didn't have a conversation about phone etiquette from your significant other.
Oh, like when I was Spider-Man?
No, not before you were Spider-Man. We all know that Sweets has been Spider-Man before. And now, recently, we found out she's a computer hacker. Okay? So anything on your electrical devices that you don't want to be seen, don't let Sweet see, because it will be seen. Whether it's old or whether it's new, she gonna find it out. She gonna look for it.
2019.
Clearly.
And we didn't meet till 2021.
Clearly. So I got a Spider Woman and a computer hacker. But I'm not talking about that kind of phone.
I sound like one of them shows you be watching.
Exactly. Not talking about that kind of phone etiquette. When it comes to relationships, the expectations or the conversation you have with your significant other about being on the phone with the opposite sex or how long they're on the phone with their girlfriends, when is the appropriate time and things of that nature. So it brought me back to a time where Sweets had a pen pal. And
I had a what?
You had a pen pal. Somebody she can write to. Somebody that she could talk to, somebody that,
I had a pen
They had
pal.
a curfew times they had to get up and go to bed. You know, things of that nature.
You know what?
So she had a pen pal that she was kind of close with at one point in time, where they can actually physically touch each other. So she was getting calls. And, you know, I wouldn't think nothing about it because I'm not a jealous person. So I don't monitor or Spider-Man or computer hack her devices. So she got a call, didn't think nothing about it. The calls became increasingly at different times.
Wait a minute, pause real quick. Mm-hmm. So you ain't never went through my phone?
Not that I can recall, not at all. So the calls became
because I'll be talking about you
frequent, and then I found out the calls would come from somebody that was on extended vacation. And I was just like, we were new in our relationship. We haven't set ground rules and things of that nature. So I inquired. I said, Sweets, who you talking to? She told me who they was talking to, what their dealings were. And, you know, this person was on vacation. And I'm thinking, like, we together. Why are you having conversations of this magnitude with a person that's on vacation? And it was like, oh, we've always had these conversations. You know, I'm the only person they really talk to since they've been on vacation. And I keep in contact with the sister and the mother and things. And I was just a little baffled, not upset, not mad, just a little baffled that it didn't register in her brain. It's three of them up there. That it didn't register in their brains that I can't be talking to somebody on a vacation while I'm in a new relationship. So, you know, we had a conversation. We set some ground rules. And I can, you know, say to her credit, she shut it down. After that conversation, there was no more, you know, exchanges, at least that I know. No more exchanges, no more phone calls, no more visitations, no more.
But I ain't never did no visitation.
You know, none of that things that nature. And
now you
no. Before I say this to preface it, because we never had that conversation. So I think it's important, especially when you get in relationships and when you're married, to have these conversations with your significant other. Yes, she talked to her girls. She talked to Leslie. She talked to 1/3 of the toxic chocolates. Hey, Chloe. She talked to the hens. Cluck, cluck. So she does have her girlfriend that she talked to real late into the night. And I don't have a problem with it. I just pretty much leave the room because they be talking about stuff that men just don't want to talk about or want to hear. So I get that. But when it comes to significant others, I feel like it's a time, a place, and, you know, sometimes they have to be free for you to talk to them at a certain amount of time. What say you, Sweets? I know you got your own ammo. Go on, get your gun.
Oh my God, I cannot believe you up here doing it.
I mean, I just thought it was for the people who watch us. They ask us questions. You talk to them. So this is just another side of Uncle Sweet. We haven't really done a topic in a long while. So I felt like let's do a topic. I think phone etiquette in relationships. You know, I'm trying because people say I'm heartless. I don't have feelings.
Even our kids.
I know.
Say you don't have feelings.
Because the dog ran away yesterday, and I didn't react how my son wanted me to react. And
my baby was about to cry. He just don't got no feelings.
I didn't tell her to run away. But that's new. That's not the topic today. We'll discuss my lack of emotional empathy at another time. So, what's your story, Sweet? Don't give them all, because I know you got a lot.
So okay, so first of all, I'm not gonna even entertain nothing he talking about that whole situation.
I mean, it's the truth.
It's the truth, but it's a little fluff on there. It's a little fluff, but he is absolutely right. It never dawned on me that would be an issue because he's not a jealous person and because this person, you know, whatever. But it's just funny how you gonna say, why did it not click to me to not be on the phone with said person in a new relationship and you was doing the exact same thing?
I can only recall one time where you told me that you had an issue with something as far as a phone call.
Unc got a FaceTime.
That's the time.
Yeah, Unc got a FaceTime while shout out to David, while we was in the club.
Hey, Pong.
after almost 2 a.m.
Was that Puna's birthday?
Yes, it was his birthday party when we went to what's
the spot? Was it close to Frisco? The little bar.
what is it called?
It was a little bar we went to.
I'm gonna remember.
I forget the name of the bar.
But it was in
like Dallas, Frisco. I know it was up
there
somewhere.
Was Addison. We went to Addison.
Yeah.
And he got a FaceTime from a young lady at almost 2 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I'm agreeing. You're right.
And when I said something about it, it never dawned on him that there would be an issue with her FaceTiming him at 2 a.m. because his defense was, she's never FaceTimed me this time of night before. Wonder what she was trying to show you at 2 a.m.
Well, maybe she could have been in distress. Maybe she could have been in trouble.
She sure shouldn't be calling you.
I'm saying
I'm the only distress. You stressed and distressed. A
lot of stress. But what I'm saying is, initially I thought it was an issue because if somebody called you that time of night, or that early in the morning, you think something wrong. So if you get a call from anybody that time, I'm automatically thinking like, man, I hope they're okay. So that's my first initial thought. That was it. Continue. It's your story
she
time.
She could have been on the stairway to heaven. You weren't going to save her at no 2 a.m. So I don't know what she called you for.
It's your story. I have nothing to say.
Okay. So it was in both our defense. It was in the beginning of our relationship. Like he said, nobody had that conversation because as you all know, from our love story, in the beginning, we wasn't supposed to be in a relationship. That was not the plan. That was not the agenda. It just kind of happened, and that's that. But he did address the situation, and I addressed the situation. He was more calm about his addressing of the situation. I had to be calm initially because we was in public. However, the reason why he say Addison is far is because that ride home was long. So I can say I held myself to a high standard in front of people. Oh, but baby, when we hit that light, oh my God. Oh my God. So
I never drove so fast in my life.
And he can't even see at night. I don't even know why he was driving.
Because clearly, you weren't finna crash yet.
So what I will say is this: when it comes to phone etiquette in a relationship, I don't think there's a blueprint, right? I feel like it goes according to you and your person, right? So it's certain things in the beginning that he didn't trip on. It's certain things in the beginning that I didn't trip on. We had a different understanding when it came to certain things. So it nothing really had to be put in place. Eventually, the closer we got, the closer we got to each other, the least we had to address certain things.
That's right.
So it's certain things that I just don't do because that's my husband. It's certain things that now he just don't do because I'm his wife. And baby, Unc ain't got no boundaries, no limits.
Masterpiece.
No nothing.
You put that up.
So that's how you really know if somebody is really truly all about you, because you don't necessarily have to give any. I don't feel like you should have to give a grown man a curfew, or a grown woman, or have to tell a grown woman, hey, you don't need to be on the phone at 2:00 in the morning, regardless if it's her friends or not. Like the only time I would be probably talking to my friends at 2 in the morning is if we leave and if something happened or somebody needs somebody or something like that. But most of my friends are single, or not single but not married, so they do respect the fact that I'm married. But sometimes you also got to be like, hey, I'm married, I can't be on the phone with y'all this late at night. My husband don't trip like that, but some people do. But I always tell my homegirls, don't tell a man what to do. Don't give a man rules and regulations. Sit back and let him do what he do, and then you'll find out what he would rather do. So I feel like if you have to have them conversations now in the beginning, I feel like you absolutely need to be open and honest about your expectations, right? But I don't think you should be a warden. I don't think you should have to say, hey, come in the house this time and do this and that and the third. You sit back and just watch it unfold, and a person will show you if they what they want to do anyway. So that's my outlook on phone etiquette.
I mean, I just thought it was funny to think back on that time and the situation on both ends, because I thought about my situation.
Because that's why the whole time you was talking, I was like, I know.
But that's what I thought about when they brought up the phone etiquette and phone situation. And so I just thought it was interesting. I thought it was funny. I just wanted to share it with our viewing public. That's all. So y'all make sure y'all
like, share, subscribe.
Tell a friend and tell a friend
to check that phone.
Now,
computer. Don't check the phone. Let me tell you, women, ladies. I ain't gonna speak on the men. You can speak on the men. Ladies, don't check the phone. Don't check the phone. Cause let me tell you something. In our mind, we already gonna find something, right? And the mind, especially when it's 3 of them up there, it's a strong muscle, right? So anything you see, gonna take you down. It could just be a high. I don't see how sexual a high could be, but it could just be a high, and now you about to burn the house down because of an unsaved number text high. You want extra cheese on that? It was Pizza Hut, but oh, now you like cheese. You know that's just us. Don't check the phone. Just keep your peace, and don't start losing weight in your neck because them phones stress you out. Right? I ain't never been a gymnast in my life. But I was Spider-Man for two weeks, okay? And I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. That's probably why I'm getting a little chunky now, because I ain't went through that phone. Yeah. I mean, he ain't got nothing in there now. He boring now, but it's no excitement no more. But yeah, check them emails. Search keywords.
From 2019. All right, people. Have a good day.